Coming to you live and uncensored. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm Oh So Fresh with my co-host, yet to be named.
That's me. We talk about everything from new gadgets, gizmos, politics, movies, and music.
And our very own personal stories, because you know a motherfucker has to keep it real.
Oh, dude, and so check it out. I went this morning to go get some food at this little place. It's literally about 5 miles away, right?
Yeah.
And so I roll up to this place. Before I even get out, I had a fucking crackhead come up to my window, like knocking on my window. And I'm just like, nah. Like, I just shook my head and like brushed him off, right? So I go get my food. And I'm in there for about like 5-10 minutes just waiting on line. I got it to go and shit. And I come back to this travel plaza, and I'm literally like 4 or 5 miles away. And this dude's got to be on foot. But no sooner do I pull in here, like 10 minutes later, here, fucking knock on my window again. It's the same motherfucker trying to ask me for money. And I'm like, I was like, God damn, dude.
Oh, are you telling me the motherfucker begging for money has like a turbo?
He must, dude. I swear to God, because he walked through this whole parking lot asking people for money. Everybody turns him down, and I swear to God, dude, he came up to my window like he'd never seen me before. Like, come on, man, I'm just hungry, man. I was like, dude, I don't have any fucking money for you.
You know, but really, I mean, if you can get down to it, and like you're a grubby ass motherfucker, it only takes 2-3 motherfuckers giving you $5, and your day is fucking made.
Yeah, but guess what? Who the fuck's giving you $5? You giving a motherfucker $5 of your hard-earned money?
I've seen motherfuckers give people $5 on the side of the freeway. I mean, because $1 doesn't really do much. I mean, goddamn. I mean, the extra value meal is now beyond the dollar range.
That's very true, but a job will do wonders for you too.
Yeah, but you know, if motherfuckers choose to contribute and hand motherfuckers shit like that, it's not like you act like I'm on his team. I'm just saying, hey, $5.
You sound like you're on his fucking team.
$1's not gonna get you much. Like, you know, if you can hit 4 cars and get $20, which they probably hit 40 cars and get $200. But you know, if you can hit 4 cars and get $20, I mean, you're doing all right, man.
Dude, this day and age, we're in the wrong fucking business if that's a successful job.
Well, if we were trying to be successful podcasters, I think we already fucked that up. This is the Hype Podcast.
I am the host with no name.
I'm DJ Oh So Fresh.
And we're kicking it with you every single Sunday right here on The Hype. We got a great show for you today. We're going to talk some tragedy. We're going to talk some more tragedy. And we're going to talk about Oso's mom. And we're going to talk about a whole bunch of other shit. Like Oso finally fixing his fucking Apple products. Explain this to me. How did you come to this resolution?
Let's be first and foremost, you're not going to talk about my mom. Like, if somebody's going to talk about my mom, I will talk about my mom. Anyway,
can I talk about Larry's mom?
No, we're not going to talk about Larry's mom. I don't even know Larry's mom. I think I made.
Can I talk?
No.
Can I talk about Larry?
You can talk about Larry. You can talk about Larry later. Oh, Larry. Larry. That guy Larry.
I can talk about Larry whenever the fuck I want. He owes me some money, by the way.
Larry does not owe anybody money.
No, Larry owes me money. He posted on Facebook that I couldn't do the next episode of the Hype Podcast without some sort of radical slur or inappropriate comment. And the very next show, I made it through the entire episode without doing a single one.
He did mention that when he came over, and I had no idea what you guys were talking about because I'm never on fucking Facebook. And I'd like to thank Facebook for continuing to tell me that I don't post on my Hype Podcast page, even though it's not my fucking job. But yeah, thanks. And I'm sure the sponsors love that. Yeah. Anyway,
he said it's not my fucking job.
You know, I see the one thing you need to know in life is never fucking challenge Larry. Larry, what? DJ LZ Zelaya, never challenge him to do something because he is the type of motherfucker that will just do it.
Dude, he named himself DJ Lazy. How is it? No, that motherfucker is not doing shit.
DJ LZ is the one Latino I know that knows nothing about siesta. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling them lazy because I mean there's some definitely some lazy motherfuckers in my race too. So I think it's about even proportion. But I would tell you that motherfucker knows nothing about siesta, and he speaks full Spanish, but I don't think he knows that word because you never catch that motherfucker chilling. I mean, unless he puts on his panties and comes by the bar and has a Crown Apple. You know he drinks those. I mean, that's the only thing I say bad about the man is he drinks Crown Apple. I mean, you know, I'm just like, damn, that is just the. I really, every time I see him drinking Crown Apple, I want to call his wife and be like, hey, you know what? Can you let his balls out your purse for a minute? So he got some real fucking Crown. Anyway, so I'm dealing with I'm talking about a friend that is obviously not broken and obviously not broke. That's a hustler. But I need to talk about my Apple product that is broken and it still remains to be broken. So let me give you the full breakdown. So as we go, my Apple product, my iPhone X. Ooh, yeah, get excited. My iPhone X, it broke in September. I got an iPhone 5S around here, which I'm using right now, which kind of works. Like every application has to crash before you can actually use it, but it's okay. it's fucking horrible, I'll tell you. But you know, I'll get there. You know, like you're trying to Shazam a song, and no, the song's gonna go off before you can actually get Shazam going. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to look up on something on Amazon, the idea will pass before you think of what you would like to buy. Just saying. Why
don't you just go with products that actually work?
Because my product worked until Apple fucked it up. All right, so my iPhone X, which I thought was a solid fucking phone, especially. This is a 5. That's a 10. If we go by bitches, that would be a lot better, right? If we were following the bitch scale when it comes to iPhones, my iPhone 10 should be twice as good as my iPhone 5. Like my iPhone 5 doesn't know how to comb its hair and properly dress itself, but my iPhone 10 got it all right. You know what I'm saying? Everything right, everything's proportionate, the right place, the right size, the right type of thick, hair done, nails done, weave done, the whole fucking shit. Yeah, my iPhone 10 is supposed to be creme de la creme, you know, whatever the fuck they call it, you fucking French motherfuckers, freedom fries. Anyway, so you know, I go through this struggle where I can't get into the store, and then they set me an appointment, and I happen to have to work when my appointment is. I don't notice it until later because, you know, an iPhone appointment, I knew I was dropping the fucking phone off. It just wasn't a priority. Didn't put it into my fucking book. So I skipped my appointment, and then I'm out on the west side of Portland, so I go by Washington Square and go, hey, you know what? I'm going to go in here. I got a few hours between my appointment and when I have to go back to work. I'm gonna wait it out because through the courtesy of YouTube, I can sit in my car for fucking hours on end. Between YouTube and Netflix, I can sit in my car for hours. I have no idea how people did it before. So I go in there and I'm like, hey, here's my phone. It's broke. They have to prove it's fucking broke. Yeah, it's broke. I've been here before. It's broke. Hey, you know what? It's going to take about 25 minutes. We'll take down your Apple ID, your email address, and, you know, we'll take your phone number and text you. They text me right there to show they have the right phone number. That's awesome. Thanks. You know, give me the option to opt out. And I go out to my car and start playing shit on my PSP. I have to tell you about my PSP some other time. But, yeah, I start playing classic video games on my PSP. So I'm, like, fucking playing, like, some fucking, I think I was playing Super Mario Brothers or Afterburner, some kind of old shit. I'm just enjoying my fucking afternoon, watching some YouTube. So that 25 minutes turns into about 50. And let me say, hold on, before I go any further. If you are ever at Washington Square Mall in Beaverton, Oregon, do not go by the fucking Sonic, because I bought a kid's meal and the hamburger was fucking cold. Bitch, the hamburger was fucking cold. Anyway, you know, I was like, goddamn, I got that burger fucking quick, because it was fucking cold, you fucking nasty, nappy asshole. Anyway, I mean, I'm not trying to just talk shit about women. If there would have been a man there, I'd have called him all sorts of shit. I might even called him the N-word the bad way. I mean, it's a cold fucking hamburger. It's a fucking kid's meal. I might be giving this to a goddamn kid, even though my adult self went outside and ate it. There was no toy and there was no cookie. Fuck Sonic. Anyway, so I'm outside waiting with my cold kid's meal, and 50 minutes later, after I was told I was going to get service in 25 minutes. 50 minutes later, I finally get a buzz. And you know what? And I'll just tell you, you know what? They gave me a buzz right after that Sonic made me have to take a dump, so they had to wait. I had to walk by the Apple store, proceed to the restroom, handle my business, feel better about myself, then walk in there. I actually had to do a little lap around the mall to feel like I could air out, because that Sonic worked the fucking number on my shit. So I walk into the fucking Apple store, and then the guy goes, "Oh, your screen's not working." Yeah. And then he goes, "Oh, we can fix it right now." Hell yeah. I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome." Hell yeah. 2 months, no phone. I mean, no iPhone that I paid an extra $50 fucking dollars on my phone bill to fucking pay off. No iPhone. No, then he goes, "Oh no, we have to send this in." What the fuck? You could just fix it a second ago. "Oh, we have to send this in." Why? "Oh, because it's they want us to send it in." Okay. Well, we could send it to your house. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Thanks. Apple's really coming through on this one. But somebody has to be there to sign for it. Fuck. Don't rob me, but nobody's fucking here to sign for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't guarantee, because they don't even guarantee a date that it's going to be here. It's different. Like if you're ordering like fucking cable from Comcast, they'll tell you a day and a window of time that they'll be there, and you know you can arrange your life.
Yeah, Monday through Thursday between 9 a.m. and fucking 3 p.m. That's about as close as they give you.
But they're fucking better than that. I gotta be very fucking honest. They're fucking better than that. They'll be like 8 to noon, which is a still big fucking window to come by my fucking house for some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like they don't know what day it's coming back. He says 5 to 7 business days, and you need somebody to be around your house to sign for it. Well, if I don't know when it's fucking coming, how can I have somebody there to sign for it? Like, dude, you're working today. Who's at your house signing for shit? You got somebody to do that? I don't. So and then we get.
He said, "Who's at your house for signing for shit?" Sound like that Capital One commercial, like what's in your wallet?
And then I get into this. I'm like, "Oh, well, can you send it to a store closer to my house?" No, it has to come back here. Well, I'm not always out here. Like, I'm not out here on the daily. This is like 20 miles from my goddamn house. I just happen to be here. Goddamn. I mean, when they say, "Wow, Apple is simple," ain't nothing simple about getting your shit fucking fixed. Yeah, it may be simple to pull up Facebook, but getting your shit fucking fixed is a very complicated thing. So I lay it into this motherfucker like, "Dude, it just ain't what it used to be." I say, "You know what? I guess I'll give you my phone. I'm gonna go home and look at my Apple 2GS and remember how good the good old days were, because you guys don't give a fucking fuck right now. Like, no fucking fucks. I mean, your computers are shit. Your phones are okay. Like, goddamn, I really wanted to yell out in the store, like, don't buy a fucking MacBook. That's the dumbest shit you can do. Goddamn, because you can't replace shit. I mean, really, it's like being born with one piece of toilet tissue in your ass and you have to keep reusing it. That's what it's like. Anyway.
So what is the resolution to this fucking story here before you go off on this all day?
Nothing. I haven't got my phone back. All this shit happened Thursday. I didn't even have a fucking ETA. And I swear there was something he filled on the form that said the motherfucker wasn't going out till Monday. I swear to God. There was something he filled on that form that said it was not going out till fucking Monday. So I was just like, fuck it. I was like, I mean, and then the last shitty thing was like, "Yo, well, we can't guarantee your data. If you're gonna have my phone for 5 to 7 fucking days, what can you guarantee?" I mean, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can
guarantee that somebody needs to be there to sign for it.
Yeah, but we can't guarantee your fucking data. If you got my phone for 5 to 7 days, then you should be able to guarantee my goddamn data. I can see, like, if you would have swapped me out a new phone right there, I'd have been like, cool. All right, my data's gone. Fuck it. But 5 to 7, no, business days, bitch. No, not like real days, like business days. So 2 weeks. And what if that was my only phone? What are they gonna do? Nothing. Fuck you.
Well, on a lighter note, how did you enjoy listening to the Carter 5 this week?
damn, I really wrote that motherfucker for about 10 minutes. Sorry. I didn't listen to the Carter 5. I lacked the motivation. I did not want to be taken down from the good Carter, the one right after he met Drake.
Well, I will say this, in my humble opinion about rap in general, Lil Wayne should probably just go back to doing like rock music, or letting Drake like feature on every song, because I was not impressed. Like all the hype for the Carter 5 is gonna be awesome. Like, nah, it wasn't really that good.
Hold on, let me
check
a stat. I need to see something.
A stat? Like an NBA stat? Are you keeping track of the words that I use? Is that what's going on here?
No, not yet. Hold on.
Speaking of stats, while you're looking that up, I got a question for you too. Do you think porn stars keep stats?
I think so. All right.
Like how many times the bitches have taken shots to the face?
I don't think you keep track of that. I mean, that's like keeping track of how many times you do it in a certain position. I mean, really, it's just work. I mean, shit. I mean, if you shovel shit every day, you don't keep track if you shoveled it to the left or the right. I mean, a jizz in the face is a fucking jizz in the face. I mean, if that's what you do fucking regularly, I mean, it is what it is. Oh man.
But I'm saying, like, if it was a sport, which I mean, hell, it's pretty much a sport nowadays. You'd think they'd have stats, like you could, like the old trading cards. You used to be able to flip over and read all the stats on the back.
Okay. As of 2017, they have collaborated on 17 songs.
Who?
Drake and Lil Wayne.
Okay, and were those the only 17 good songs that Lil Wayne's had?
See, for me, with Lil Wayne, I mean, the album with Lollipop on it and, like, all the hits.
Yeah.
Like, Lil Wayne, like, moved up to this new level because I really didn't respect him as a rapper. I thought he was just corny. And then, like, all of a sudden, he starts coming with these outer space metaphors. And, I mean, his shit is fucking crazy. I respected, the way he was coming with it. I thought some of the shit he said was clever. I think the Lil Wayne reminds me of like Jay-Z in the fact that his shit is clever, but Jay-Z's a lot more coherent. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Jay-Z, when I listen to Jay-Z, there's more of a narrative. Like, this is going somewhere. Like, Lil Wayne is like, dude, I just have these random thoughts. I mean, because a lot of this shit sounds like they're just fucking, like, they sound like their freestyles off lean. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just a motherfucker just randomly just busting off about this, that, and the third. Pause. But, I mean, whatever it is. But you listen to the album. Was there any standout tracks for you? Was there anything that you enjoyed about it?
I mean, there really wasn't. It kind of sounded like he was repeating himself a lot and just using the N-word.
Then that's probably a good Lil Wayne album. I mean, what the fuck else does he do? I mean, that's a good rap album. Repeating yourself a lot and using the N-word, that makes for a good rap album. Like, if you go through the top 10 rap albums, you're going to find that all those people repeat themselves a lot and use the N-word pretty freely. It would be kind of hard to find the top 10 rap albums and figure out if there was one where if they didn't use the N-word. I'll find out right now because I will ask the research team. We're gonna go this right now.
What's your number one album right now? Like, off the top of your head, if you had one album that you would just pick out of the ether and put on and listen to it all the way through, what would it be?
The latest and greatest, probably like the last Run the Jewels. Okay, so I'm going through the top 10 rap albums right now. The ranked by top10s.com. Oh, top10s.com. Oh, wow, that's 20. I don't want to get to 20. We're gonna go to the top 10. All right, top 10. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West. Use the N-word very, very freely. Straight Outta Compton, number 9. Use the N-word in their name. The Chronic by Dr. Dre used the N-word very freely. The Eminem Show did not use the N-word very freely. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, used the N-word very freely. Tupac, All Eyes on Me. I think the song Strictly for My N-words is on there. Number 4, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang. Yes, there is a song called Shame on the N-word that tried to run game on the N-word. Yes, I know. I have the album. Ready to Die. Oh, man. Yeah, he uses the N-word very... Number 3 is Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G. He uses the N-word very freely. Yeah. Number 2, the Marshall Mathers album. I don't remember if he used the N-word or not, because I think he got in trouble on there for that. But pretty N-word free. Illmatic by Nas. Yeah, lots of N-words.
Yeah.
So 8
So
of the
basically,
8,
you're saying 8 of the 10.
let's say 8.5 of the top 10 rap albums of all fucking time use the N-word very freely, and one group chose to use the N-word in their name, and somebody from that group that chose to use the N-word in their name made the top 10 and used the N-word very freely in their album too. So Lil Wayne might potentially have a top 10 album. Sometimes I wonder if Drake is allowed to use the N-word because he's Jewish and from Canada. Just had to get that out there. Because he uses it very freely. And he does not have an album in the top 10.
We might not ever get a visit from Drake ever again now that weed is legal all across Canada.
Yeah, but you know, they were smoking up anyway. I mean, those guys weren't going to put anybody away.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Damn, I'm going through this and like, sorry Drake, but you don't have an album on here. Well, I'm up to 34.
Well, let's just say Lil Wayne should not have an album on there either, because the new Carter 5, I'm giving it like a 2 out of 5 stars. He had a couple catchy tunes on there, but it was just not impressive to me.
Damn, who ranked this? J. Cole is on here. No Drake yet. But there's a lot of Eminem, and I'm like, no. Oh, Run the Jewels 2 is like number 48. Oh, they right above the Fugees? Sorry, you guys gotta check out this fucking thetop10s.com greatest rap albums. That shit's some old bullshit. But yeah, there's a lot of N-words in all the top 50 I looked at. But you know, it's nothing worth fighting over because there's already enough fighting going on in the world right now. Last night, major brawl at the fucking Lakers game. You know,
dude, who got beat up?
So as it goes, James Harden, the way the West was won with the beard, that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, birds living in his fucking beard. He's from fucking LA, like gang-banging ass LA. That dude throws up like blood signs in games. But he still has this like he has this fucking Grizzly Adams ass beard. You think he was like country or something. But he does have like he has a head that looks like a piece of Pez if he shaves his beard off. So anyway, this motherfucker, like, I guess he kind of ran over Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram comes up from out of bounds, pushes him. Then Chris Paul,
all 5'7" Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is 6 foot, but he is the head of the players' organization. This is the same fucking Chris Paul that went through the tunnel last year when he visited LA to face the Clippers to go beat somebody up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you talk about Trump being a bad president. He hasn't tried to get in 2 fights in the last 2 NBA seasons. Just saying.
Well, and Chris Paul's the biggest Nancy in the NBA anyway.
But he's friends with LeBron because you see, if you watch the footage, LeBron pulled him out. LeBron, hey, you know what? Rondo is weird looking, has a weird name, and he might use one of them alien powers on your ass.
Yeah, but Rondo's gonna scrap with you though. That guy looks like he would just whoop some ass for no reason.
Rondo looks like the type of person like all he ever had to do was fight. That's
fight and play basketball.
I also forget the fact that Rondo's like what 6'1", 6'2", because you know he's standing next to like everybody else in the court. I mean, you have to remember that the theory of relativity. You know, like the tallest motherfucker out there is 7 foot, so he looks like he's about 5'5", 5'6". Like, you know, because I was like, oh, he probably got beat up, but no, you run into a 6'1" motherfucker. Nah, he can still hold his fucking own.
Yeah. So what happened? Break this down.
So as it goes, because Chris Paul swung on Chris Paul, president of the Players Association. Let's remember that fact. President of the Players Association. He swung on Rondo because he said Rondo spit on him. I mean, goddamn, he spit on you, and then he swung at Rondo, and then Rondo proceeded to try to give him a real fucking two-piece. Rondo was like, I'm not fucking around. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, because Chris Paul, I mean, honestly, Rondo got a title. Chris Paul he has a bad hamstring. Every time the playoffs come around, Chris Paul, like, his team could win all the games in the season, and he was still
and not win a championship.
He still would have a bad hamstring in the conference finals.
Dude, he could sit out the entire season, come back and play one game, and be like, "Oh yeah, I got an injury that kept us from winning." Fuck that guy. I mean, he's the biggest fucking wussy on the planet.
You think it's Rondo? I mean, you know he's an asshole. You see that motherfucker. You know he's an asshole. That's his reputation. He's a fucking asshole, but you know he gets the fucking job done. That dude, he's making $5 million this year. Dude, I'm lucky if
I'll tell you what.
I'm lucky if I make $5 this week. Fuck.
Dude, let me tell you what. The LA Lakers are not getting the job done, period. They are like 0-2, 0-3 to start this fucking season.
Well, they were only 1 point down before they started throwing fists at motherfuckers. You know, I mean, maybe fighting's not your thing.
Yeah. And where was LeBron? Where was LeBron during all this? Pretending he had cramps or what?
No, he grabbed Chris Paul because that's his homeboy.
Oh, so he's playing for the other team too. I'll bet you LeBron goes to the Rockets next year.
Playing, batting, I don't know what the fuck they do over there. Allegedly. I don't know.
He said allegedly.
I don't know. It did seem kind of odd that he pulled somebody from the other team out of the fight. It just seemed kind of odd. I don't know.
But, that is a little odd. But hey, let us take a moment.
Chris Paul up like he was his little brother.
Right. Let us take a moment of silence here on the Hype Podcast to remember one Mr. Paul Allen, who passed away this week, since we're talking about NBA. Owner of the Blazers and Trailblazers and co-founder of Microsoft, Mr. Paul Allen is no longer with us. If you haven't heard,
if you keep talking, we can't really have that moment of silence. So when's the moment of silence?
There, how's that? That's as long as I can do.
There we go. You know, I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I wanted to shit on the guy. Be like, well, dude, he lived to 65. And you know, he was so rich. It would take me like 15 lifetimes to experience the shit that he got to do. But then I heard he gave away. You know, he's very charitable and whatever. I think that's fucking great. I mean, I think that's fucking awesome. He was a nice guy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they still don't know what to do with his $28 billion estate.
You know, I have a PayPal account.
On Free Wednesday.
I accept Apple Pay. I mean, there's all sorts of shit you can do if you know, because I mean, you know, lack of employment means that I have time. I mean, I can actually sit around and count the money.
Well, on that note, so you already know, so it's about that time to go. We're about to get out of here, everybody. I want to give a shout out to Fortress Property Management. Why do you want me to wait? I'm trying to shout out Fortress Property Management right here. Go check them out, fortresspropertymgmt.com.
Hold on.
What?
When you're on Wi-Fi, I can't play the music, so you're just going to have to do this fucking drive. Because,
what do you mean? What do you mean when I'm on Wi-Fi?
I don't see Larry very often, but when I do, he's complaining about you on the fucking podcast and the fact that, you know, when the music comes on, you can't complete a fucking sentence. And thanks, Skype. I mean, thank you, Skype. I mean, thanks for helping us out. I mean, you know, really, yeah. I mean, maybe we should buy GoToMeeting, but you know.
Tell Larry to buy. Tell Larry the Hustler to buy us GoToMeeting. All right, he's the one making money apparently. But yo, check out Fortress Property Management. You can hit them up, fortresspropertymgmt.com or 503-752-8519 for all your property management needs. And don't forget to hit us up at the Hype The Hype Podcast. See, I can't even talk without music. Hit us up at the Hype line. It's 503-776-0167. You can talk trash about Oh So Fresh. You can talk trash about me. You can make a request, not for music, because we'll stab you. You can donate to the Hype Podcast if you like. And we're not doing the phrase that pays this week because we had somebody mouth off to us last week. So listen for the phrase that pays next week, and we will give you a solid review of whatever we decide to. We'll give you a little sneak peek later this week, during the week on the Hype Podcast page, so make sure you check that out. Also, would you care to hit the music for us, my friend?
And this is the podcast after the podcast. And I'd like to say, he was real, friendly with our numbers and our contact info, but let me tell you something about, request. Let me tell you about this janky skeezer that came up to my DJ booth last night. So I throw on a song by the great Notorious B.I.G., One More Chance. It's kind of a chill mood. I'm trying to run motherfuckers out the club, but I'm trying to bang out and One More Chance, the remix was in its time, it was an epic fucking hit, just party fucking banger. This is when rap was still a mostly black thing, mostly. Not, actually, no, still wasn't, but I'm saying it's just black folks were making music for black people back then, before XXXTentacion, And, I come up and she goes, man, nobody's feeling this. And I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? I said that people at the bar are feeling it. And she's like, oh, no. And I said, hey, check this out, girl. And I'm going to give you this to you as advice. When you walk up to a DJ booth, just say what the fuck you want and make it about you. If you walk up to a motherfucker and tell him what he is doing is not working, it's not going to help. Why don't you try telling that to your waitress next time you go to get something to eat? Hey, you know what? You're not serving everybody in your section very well. Can I get some more eggs? See how that works. See how that combination fucking works for you. See if you don't get a fucking pube in your hair. So, during the course of this conversation, and I actually break down to her, I'm like, so what do you want? Do you want? And this is what I'm telling people now. What do you want? Oh, could you play this E40 T-Pain song? Sure. And after we finish our conversation, we look at the dance floor again. Dance floor is fucking full. 80% of the fucking club is on the floor fucking jamming out to the song. And she goes, oh, my bad. Yeah, Phil Modi, ho. Yeah, Phil fucking Modi. That's what it is. Because I'm oh so fucking fresh. Explosions.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
We're out. This is the Hype Podcast.